Maybe this will fix it. Nah, it's alright. Honestly, it is what it is. Like I say, I know what crashed it there, so I'm not actually that angry. I only get annoyed at technology stuff when stuff goes wrong and you cannot explain it. You're just like, why? Why have you broken? There's no reason. Why? That gets on my nerves. Not many things do get on my nerves, actually, but that is one of them. But in this occasion, I actually know exactly what broke it, so it's all good. All good in the hood. And there's still so many of you wonderful people here, so I've got nothing to be upset about, have I? And you guys now, I really wish someone had said something earlier. Your eyeballs must be baking, everyone. You were like watching my screen on like... Whoa, what's happening to my game? Whoa, oh, wow. My D4 decided to lock up for a second there. Oh, please don't say it's done it again. No, it hasn't. Yeah, that was weird. I don't know what happened to my D4 there. My D4 decided to just stop for a moment. Oh, well. Yeah, I mean, that was running in a colour space that was significantly brighter than you should have been looking at. So everything was just like really bright, and I just didn't notice it before. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Something in D4 probably caused the stream to lag a second. I don't think that's made a big difference, though. I'm just checking the delay on it. That is quite a delay. 1 second. I might need to kick it up again. I really don't want to. I've got to be honest. See, I'm just trying to see how long the delay is here. Okay, yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah, I just need to refresh your browser, guys. I think that will fix it. Yeah, refresh your browser, guys. I had like an extra 5-second delay on it. If you refresh your browser, it'll fix the delay. Yeah, refresh. If you haven't already. Yeah, I think it's okay. Like I said, on this particular occasion, I actually legitimately broke it myself. What it is there's an option on the desktop that I'm using to capture the screen, and it was in Force SDR, but you're running in HDR, so you're running in a different color scheme, a different color spectrum. Yeah. It's okay. All good in the hoods. We'll have fun. What could possibly go wrong again, right? The trick, like I say, the trick to know is in future, I actually know that will cause it to crash, so we just won't do that again. I was literally sitting there praying that it wouldn't break. But there we go. Can you get the link to my Spiritborn build? Want to toss it in? Yeah, Riddermark, yeah. Was it linked to you already? No. Here is my rake build. That's my rake build right there for you, Riddermark. If you're still here. I've just linked it in the chat for you. Yeah, Hyro, thanks for the follow as well, dude. Appreciate you, man. You're an absolute legend. Thank you again for letting me know about the colour scheme. I genuinely didn't notice that before because I've only got it small in my screen up here. I would have never noticed otherwise. It was because I was doing some recording earlier on the browser, so I wanted it not... If I go on a browser, it'll be really dull. So it won't look correct there. It's the problem with it. I should probably get a different screen set up for it at some point, I guess. Only one leg. How's it going? I think that's right. Old leg. Oh, one leg. I was going to go with old one. First time chatter. How's it going, dude? Welcome in. You've just linked yourself to all of my Mobalytics builds. Some of those are up to date, some of them are not. So if you've got any questions, let me know. But welcome into the community, dude. I hope you're well. And how's your weekend going? How's the game treating you? Looks way better. Hyro, yeah, it will do, because you're not going to be sitting there needing sunglasses to watch me play Hydra anymore. Yeah, that's always good, isn't it? Not needing sunglasses when you're sitting at home trying to chill watching a stream and you're like, oh my god, my eyes, they burn! No! And it's just me sitting there going, what's your problem? It looks fine to me. Like, yeah. Drink City Streamer. Yes, Zach. How's it going? How's it going, man? Cheers. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. All good, nerd. The aim is I'm going to get a second computer at some point, so one will be dedicated streaming and one will be dedicated gaming. That will solve a lot of the problems I have with the crashes. Yeah. I'm waiting for the new series of graphics cards to come out before I do that. That's the only reason I haven't bought one already, to be honest. kind of want to hold off because they should be getting announced in January, from what I've heard up in my. Well, I've got a few friends that know a few people over at Nvidia. That's what I've heard. They should be getting announced very early next year, maybe even released around there. So, kind of want to wait for that really. If I'm going to buy another one. Right, we're going to carry on with these pit runs. We're going to try and get these glyphs up to 70, and then we can blast and yeah, we can blast and try an 85. I really don't think we're going to get much higher than 85, but we're going to try. I think 5,000 series bone meal. Yeah, I'll get 5080. I won't bother with 5090. The 5090. I didn't get a 4090 because it wasn't worth it for the value. Sure, it's a lot more powerful than the 4080, but you pay 60% more money for about 28% more power. Whilst the 4080 Super over a 4070 Ti, I think it was about... I think you lost about 8 or 9% value. Something like that. It was less than 10 anyway. It was much better in terms of the power gain to value loss. Obviously, it was a lot more expensive, but the amount of power you gained for the cost was not far off of just being straight in line with the cost. It was a little bit of loss of value, but not as much as the 4090. So I wasn't really willing to pay that much and lose that much value for it, you know. Elden Lord Dwar coming in with the follow. Dude, how's it going? Welcome in. You absolute legend. How you doing, man? How's your weekend going? How's D4 treating you? Still running a 3070 Ti. I won't upgrade for a while. I mean, a 3070 Ti will be fantastic. Honestly, I bought this computer with no intention of upgrading it. But then when I bought it, I didn't actually intend to stream. I kind of ended up rolling into it by accident. Almost. I used to stream on and off for fun, but I didn't buy the computer and go, right, I'm going to go and stream and this is what I'm going to do. It wasn't like that. It just ended up happening, and then I reconnected with why I enjoyed it, and then it just kind of led to here, I guess. In a nutshell. I know that sounds crazy, but it is kind of like that for me. So yeah, if you have tributes of radiances, you can pretty much target farm gear missing. You can, to a point. Yeah, you can pretty much, because you can pretty much say, I want to get this kind of gear, and you get ancestral gear. So to a point you can. You're still relying on RNG to drop you the correct stuff still, right? You got to go now. Both controllers are dead, and I need to level up your sorcery and glyphs. Zachary, no worries, dude. Thank you so much for being here, man. I really do appreciate you. And I'll catch you soon. Absolutely. Yeah, this is what I mean. If I had a bit of AoE here, or splash, or something, or piercing bolts, or you could do it in so many different ways, but something that allowed me to do a bit of better area control, you know, area effect clearance, area clearance. Honestly, you'd blast these dungeons, no problem. It's really the biggest thing. I'll keep saying it because it's true. Sorry, over on YouTube, Chris. Did they do something with the gorilla build for Spiritborn? Because the Mobalytics build I'm running isn't doing a loss of damage. Which build are you running and whose is it? I know a number of the people that have done the gorilla builds over Mobalytics. I don't think so though. It depends which build you're playing, but it should be okay, I think. Everyone using fancy stuff. I'm on a 660 times 2. God blimey, 660. That's going back a bit. But yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. My current machine, I work full time still, so that's how I justify buying myself a nice computer. You sometimes got to treat yourself in life, right? It wasn't the cheapest thing I bought this year, that's for sure. You're using Rob's gorilla build, and I'm hitting in the trillions. Yeah. I mean, I might be able to get you a link to another build that hits a lot harder, Chris, if your one's not working out for you. I was going to say, there are definitely gorilla builds that are smashing, for sure. 5 kids and a wife. That says it all. Yeah. Yeah. 5 kids and a wife. Wow, yeah, kids are expensive and you got 5 of them. Blimey. But then you wouldn't change it, would you? I mean, the joys of having kids probably outweigh the joys of not having them, I suppose. Ferret Boy 125 coming in with the follow. How's it going, dudes? Welcome into the community. How you doing? How's your weekend going? How's D4 treating you? Yeah, first time chatter. How's it going, man? It's good to meet you. Seductive Crep, how's it going, dudes? Same here. Which bit are you saying same here to, Seductive Crep? Are you talking about... There's a few things that could be... Is that in regards to having a nice computer? Or is that in 5 kids and a wife? Oh, okay, fair enough. Well, congrats to both of you for having all of the awesome kids, I imagine. You're going to have loads of people to look after you when you're old. Whilst me, I'm going to die alone. But it's all good. At least I'll have a lot of time playing ARPGs. Happy days. I say that, and I say that in a jesting way, and everyone has their walks in life, don't they? And that's just where it's led me, at least for the moment. I got an extra point there. I leveled to 285. Happy days. Can I gain some damage here? Maybe. Let's put it there because it gives me at least a bit of additive damage. It's better than nothing. Right, that glyph is 70, so we're probably done with that one for the time being. So we'll level another one to 70 now. Always remember, someone like me, for example, would only dread to have kids and a wife. Oh, dread or dream? I'm not quite sure if you meant to say dread and then dream, or if you meant to say dream and you accidentally said dread. Either way, the timing of it's quite funny. Welcome in, dude. It's nice to meet you. You have a gamer wife and no kids. I can play as much as I want without complaints. Happy days. You can't complain with that for sure. Yeah. I don't remember much of this, but I learn fast. Ferret Boy. Any questions? Fire away, dudes. Always happy to help where I can. Please, whenever you have time. Do you know what build you're playing right now, Chris? Can you link it to me or something in the chat? Because then I can at least have a look what it is you're actually playing right now. The reason that's useful to me is because that would let me know what kind of guerrilla build you're playing. And then I can try and find you one that's similar to it or something. 5 kids and a wife, work full time and still spend several hours on PC most days. Dude, hats off to you, finding time for everything. Nice. How's it going, Day and Night? It's always a pleasure to see you, dude. How you doing? On my way to the Realm Walker. Yeah, so you can get yourself some opals there. That's the seasonal mechanic. What level are you, Ferret Boy? What Paragon level are you? Can't bother with those boots. I probably can't bother with these gloves either, frankly. Right, we'll go back in here in a second. Oh, I've just realised, actually, that this is really annoying. Like, when my stream dies like that, it takes my game tag out of my YouTube channel stream, so I have to go and put it back in again. Otherwise, it just goes and streams to the wild, wild west in YouTube, and no one in YouTube will ever find it. No one ever, ever, ever. It's just completely dumb, apart from if they're following me, which isn't, a very small number of people in the grand scheme of things. So, yeah. Dear, oh dear. Semantics and fun times. There we go. Right, let's do this pit. Just made Necromancer, haven't made it to the Paragon yet. Okay, so you're still leveling to 60, fine. Yeah, just enjoy it while you're playing, I guess. Do the Realm Walkers, do some leveling up. Do your Renown if you need to. And yeah, you have a good time. Have a good rest of your stream. I'm off tonight. Storyteller, thanks so much for being here, dude. Honestly, I always appreciate you. You have a good rest of your day, evening, and I'll catch you next time, dude. Hey, yo, it's Little Ones in the house. How's it going, dude? How was your weekend? Sunday for me now. It might still be Saturday for you. I can't remember what time zone you're in, but I'm going to take a guess you might be in the past a bit. Chilling. Nice. That's what I like to hear. Good Saturday, Sunday vibes for sure. Going great. Good to hear. And yeah, if there's anyone in the chat right now that it needs help with anything, like if you need any runes, or if you need help leveling, or advice on builds, or want me to take a look at your gear, anything like this, then feel free, you know, don't hesitate to mention in the chat. I'll help where I can. Obviously, I can't promise I can help with everything. And I am trying to do my pits for leveling right now, so I don't want to keep jumping on and off this character. But you know, if there's anything I can do to help you, I do a lot of community-based help in this channel. Today I just fancied doing a bit of this, to be honest, because I've had a fair number of people asking me about it, and I'll probably get onto another build afterwards and see if we can do something with another one. As for Days, now that really is a fantastic name. As for Days, if you don't have an As for Days, I would be disappointed. Hydra still have a delay with attacks on cast? Yes, look, it summons them all up and then they attack. It summons them all up and then they attack. So yes, but it is what it is. You know, you can't constant summon them anymore, unfortunately. Yeah. The biggest problem is, that isn't the biggest problem with them though, to be honest, honestly. The biggest problem is the lack of AoE, like it always was. If I had splash damage, this build would do pit 100. I'm fairly confident of it. Or some sort of piercing bolts, or something that would allow me to kill the AoE and kill the groups of enemies quicker. It would do pit 100, I'm fairly certain. I've done a pit 80 already, and I'm going to try and push a pit 85 once I've leveled my glyphs a bit more. Yeah. Ben Natco, if you can make drop ring, if you can make a Starless Skies drop, there is no tomorrow, I'll be happy. Yeah, unfortunately that's one thing I can't just wave my wizard wand from Hogwarts to make happen, sadly. I wish I could, but I can't. Sorry, dude. I mean, I'm a pretty good wizard. I'm not that good, though. I'm not Harry Potter level. You're dropping the amulet quite often, 4 already, so I make shards. Ah. Yeah, the melted spark of Selig. What runes do you need to be able to craft a Starless? That's something I might be able to help you with. If you've got the sparks, I might be able to help with the runes. What is the recommended build for Necromancer? I mean, you've got blood builds, you've got bone builds, and leveling wise, I think minions is still up there as one of the best. End game, you've got Blood Surge, that's pretty decent. You've got Blood Wave, that's pretty decent with the built-in bone stuff. There's also a couple of bone builds that do okay. Kind of depends on what playstyle you want to play, honestly. I don't know. Is there any people that are actually playing Necro right now that have got a build they would particularly recommend? Let's do this one next, because that's going to give me my... It's just going to give my Conjurations direct extra damage, which is wonderful. That's what we want. I always have skeleton minions. Yeah. For leveling, minions is very good, but they are not that great in the end game right now, sadly. Although I can see there's an ad break on, so not everyone's going to be able to hear. I'm going to wait for the ads to finish, guys, so everyone can hear me. Yeah, I know, Cody. I'm just going to wait 20 seconds for the ads to finish, then everyone can hear. So bear with me. Alright, the ads are finished. Nice. Yeah, Cody, I'm good, dude. How are you doing? Yeah, I'm good, dudes. Bone Wave or Bone Spirit for endgame. Yeah, those ones are pretty... Yeah, so the mixed Bone and Blood Wave build's pretty popular, I think, in the endgame. Minions for leveling, and then swap into one of those, probably. Bone Wave, Spirit Wave, Blood Surge, A-tier builds. Yeah, exactly. They're the ones I basically said. Yeah. They're all quite tanky as well, from what I understand. Thanks very much, Joe Necro. Very useful info. Ghost 977. Most are doing Blood Wave, I believe. I have always done minions since Necro came out. Difficult in T4 at times, yeah. Minions don't perform in the end game quite as well as you would hope, but hopefully they'll address that in the future. Again. It's cool. I don't get ads from your stream. That's true, Master Prime, but some people do, and I try my best to be inclusive where I can. Unless it's time sensitive, I'll just wait the minute, you know. Just to try and... Yeah, I like to try and be inclusive where I can. Just how I like to do things. Sometimes it's not actually possible, but on that occasion it was, so... Bone Spirit S tier. Yeah, Bone Spirit's been S tier for seasons, like many seasons now, I'd say. But yeah, thanks Twitchy Trigger. Thanks for the information, guys. Joe Necro, yeah. For pits, it's Bone Spirit, but it's bad for everything other than pushing pits. Makes sense, yeah. Hey, Blade Mail, how's it going, dude? It's good to see you, it's good to see you. Yeah, not bad, dude. How are you? How are you? Oh yeah, this shrine here is pretty strong as well, at least at this pit here. You just insta-nuke everything. So you want to run towards the elites as quickly as possible because you are going to kill them all super fast with it. Yeah, like this. Find the elites. Oh, it's disappeared, but if I had it, it would have one-shot them, yeah. That Hydra is pretty... Yeah, it's not bad, White. It's not bad. Like I say, it's not going to push pit 100, though, because it doesn't have the ability to clear the dungeon for the boss quick enough. Or the ability to scale the damage high enough. Or, you know, a bit of both, but mainly the AoE clearance is a problem. I think if you got to the boss in 100 and you had 5 minutes, you probably could do it on 100. With this current build, with my current items and setup. It would be a bit slow, but you'd probably be able to do it once the damage starts ramping up on it. As long as you got a single target boss, and it wasn't one of them that kept disappearing all the time, so it would keep clearing all the dot damage. Yeah, it'd probably be doable. But you wouldn't get to the boss in time. It'd take you so long to get there because of the clearance level, yeah. Just dump those down there, and then you just sit here and smash conjurations, basically, and then the Hydras just go off and do their thing. Just destroy it, yeah? Dead. I can go gamble some more staffs. Happy days. Hello from the other side. Hey, Envious, Drink City Streamer, welcome in, dude. Thank you very much for the drink. How you doing, dude? How's your weekend going? I appreciate the drink. Thank you very much. Right, let's go gamble some staff since I've got some. Going okay. Good to hear. Good to hear. Handling a newborn baby stresses. How newborn are you talking? You just got a melted shard of Selig. Well, at least you get a spark for it. At least it's got some worth to you. Yeah. Alright, salvage this stuff and then we'll gamble some staffs. Who knows, you might get a really damn good one. Unlikely. Yeah, unlikely. Melted heart of Tom Selleck. Baby constipation sucks, brother. 7 weeks. Oh, wow. Very, very young. Well, congratulations. And hopefully that goes away sometime soon. And it becomes slightly less... what's the word I'm looking for? Slightly less tedious, I guess, or... yeah, however you want to see it. Yeah, Necromancer definitely does have mad crit chances, indeed. That would be great, yeah, Envious, I can imagine. No one likes a bit of the brown stuff on them, really, do they? Let's be honest. In D3, I had a Hydra build last season before D4, and I got Serpent Sparker and I wrecked everything. Yeah, we're missing that kind of power that allows Hydra to be stupid good. So, yeah, I was really hoping we'd get something in Season 7, but alas, we'll have to wait another season by the looks of it. And we'll see if we get one then. You're on the character select. You're still on D4, but on the character select. Ah. And then you can go back to... and then I could get back up to the D4 grinds. Yeah, true. Oh, well. D4's not going anywhere. It's going to be here when you can get back to it. I Want Thorns to get good again was so fun in PvP. Yes, it was. Oh, man. I've got some funny recordings somewhere of me going around on my Thorns barb on, like, day 2 of that season. Really, really geared at T4. And this Necro, right? Oh, man. I was laughing so hard. It was the season of the Necro, I think. Or something. Something like this. And this Necro with minions ran up to me. He was slaughtering everyone, right? He was killing everyone. You could see him. You could see him clearing up. And I ran in, and he shot me. And not only did he blow up, no, sorry, all his minions shot at me, and he blew himself and his entire team up all in one go. I grouped them all. They were all around me. They all jumped in on me to attack me, and his minions. Yeah, he just blew him and his whole team up. It was so funny. Honestly, I was wetting myself. I didn't even take damage. He came back and kept trying to kill me, and then accused me of being a hacker. And I was like, nope, just using thorns. Get good, noob. It was funny. Honestly, it was probably one of the funniest moments I've had in D4. I was in hysterics. It was a bit mean, but it was also just, yeah, it was just funny. He was bullying people, so I went in and ended his kill streak. Marksman, any chance you'll update this build progress on Mobalytics? Yeah, tomorrow. Or today now, Sunday. I'll try and get it done during the day before stream tomorrow. Yeah. I'll try and get it fully updated on there. I mean, I'm definitely feeling a little bit of extra power leveling up these glyphs, because I am killing this stuff a little bit easier. So maybe by the time I've done them all, maybe an 85 actually would be possible. We'll see. This is only a 70, so obviously an 85 is exponentially way higher on HP. The dot damage doesn't build up quite as substantially on their HP compared to these. Yeah. Nice. Alright, we'll level up this. Oh, someone was private messaging me something. Did I miss all that? Yes, I did. Oh well. Rip. Oh. Let's just keep going. Do I have a Zol on you? I didn't want to interrupt your pits. White Knight. I might do. Yeah, I do. After this, you can come join me, and I've got one you can have. Yeah, no problem. I say my other character's got loads of them. The reason I haven't stored them in my stash is because my stash is so full of other things. They're very, very limited on space, so I'm kind of using that character as a mule for them almost. But yeah, I do have a Zol, so I'll just finish this up. This will take me about 5 minutes, maybe. Depends on the layout and stuff. Yeah, no worries. Honestly, like I say, I'm happy to help, honestly. Doesn't bother me about making gold and all that stuff. I'd rather help you guys out so you guys can have a great time. I have 18 of them if you are welcome to... Okay, or Lord Carnage can help you out. That's fine as well. That's what we do in here. The only thing I ask for people in here is if you get help from someone and you're able to help someone in a future stream, or, you know, a reasonable request. I don't expect people to be like coughing up 3GA items or unreasonable things. But if you are able to, then, you know, try and give back a little bit. And then if we all do that, then we all have a great time, I suppose. Maybe a critique of the gear. I can have a look at your gear. Yeah, I could do the best I can. Yeah. I mean, if you can get the rune off of Lord Carnage, I can still do that for you. That's no problem. Let's grab that. I'll instant delete that, I suppose. Yep. What do you think default sweet spot for class balance and sense of progression should be? I mean, every class should be able to do, and every build should be able to do pit 100. And then anything above pit 100, or 101 maybe, but anything above that should be because you're optimizing your build. It's a particularly good build. It might be a particularly strong build this season, but you shouldn't be having things doing 150s when other builds can't even do 100. You know, that's kind of bonkers, right? 100, 101 should be your baseline. If your build can't do that, it needs some love. Really? 150 should be borderline unattainable. It should be attainable, but only if you're really geared, like triple GAs, quadruple GAs, the correct masterworking. You've done, you know, you're doing extremely good runs. You get that one good run, you complete it. It shouldn't be something you can blast in 2 and 3 minutes. The problem with that now for this season is there's nothing left for anyone to attain. Everyone's like, well, these guys are doing it in 2 to 3 minutes, so why would I bother doing anything on another character that can only do 85s? That's rubbish. Game's bad. That's what a lot of people are saying, right? Speaking of help, think I could get in on a couple of pit runs? Want to get a quick couple of levels of my glyphs? Not right now, Envious, not for me, but there might be someone in the community that might be willing to do some pit runs for you. The only reason I'm saying no right now is that would slow me down a lot, and I'm actually trying to level up my... This isn't my blasting character. I'm only doing pit 70s here, solo. If you came in, it would just take twice as long. I'm trying to solo level my glyphs up because it's what people would actually have to do in the wild if they weren't getting boosted. So, but there might be someone else here that's willing to help you. So if that's the case, then we should be able to get you some pit runs. You know, I don't normally say no. It's if I was getting carried, I'd have said yes. It's just totally. I'm trying to pull together a build for this, and the only way to be able to do it properly is to legitimately level it without boosting and such, so you actually know what is the limit of this build without being boosted. You know. Carnage helps you with the rune, dude. Carnage, you're a legend. Yeah, nice. You have difficulties to do 65 and over, as I can't kill or kill very slowly. Which builds, Blade Mail? Which build? 150 probably should be attainable in a season by a person on a character who's extremely good player with an extremely geared character, has a very good run. It should be attainable. You shouldn't put anything in the game that's not attainable. Otherwise, why is it there? But it shouldn't be easily attainable, right? And when I say not easily attainable, I mean it really should be difficult. It should be bragging rights level difficult. To be honest. I say it's not actually really bad for the game that people blasted it so fast, so much, so quickly. The rest of the season, most people are just going to be like, I'm done, can't be bothered. There's nothing left to do. You know. The season before lasted longer because people didn't hit that, so there was still people were still like striving to get a better tier level, a better pit level, because no one had done it. No one had gone anywhere near 200 last season. So you get where I'm coming from. Ah, there you go. Envious, go join Easy. Easy's got you. He's doing the pits you need for your carries. Yeah, Envious. He'll sort you out, dude. No problem. Thanks, Easy. You absolute legend. Yeah, I'm not going to get all these 70 tonight, but we'll do our best to try and get at least a couple more up there. We'll see how we get on. 2 spots left, guys. If anyone wants to go join Easy for some 100 to 110 pits, for glyph levels, XP, any of that good stuff. You 100% agree, pit 100 should be doable with mid-level gear because it's a farming source. Yeah, exactly. If you can't do a 100 at all, like me, I'm going to get to 85. How on earth am I going to get my glyphs to 100 if I'm a solo player in the middle of in a world in the middle of nowhere where I can't play with anyone? I'm never ever going to be able to max my character ever, unless I play it at something else. And even then, you may not even be able to do it on there. So yeah, that's where I lie with that one. Pit 150 should only be attainable for like... Yeah, exactly. You should be completely cracked. Paragon 300, stupid good gear, all the right masterworks, all the endgame systems, really well optimized board, good player, good run. Fine. Probably should be attainable. You missed when Hawks were strong. They were basically what Spiritborn is now this season, except Spiritborn's kind of gone... It's over 9,000 Vegeta! That's what Spiritborn's done. They've kind of gone 9,000. But, yeah. Yeah, it's Blizzard's new baby. Yeah, and until next season, you wait. Next season, everyone's going to be like, Spiritborn is trash. Spiritborn is bad. It doesn't actually matter how good Spiritborn is, even if they're #1 character. They are going to be trash next season because they're going to be nowhere near as good as what this season is. No matter what. If they actually do the fixes, it will be nowhere near as good. Why the hell am I suddenly doing way more damage? I'm confused. The fuck? Oh, who's in the... No, who's in this team? No, I'm leaving. I said I'm not doing carries, guys. Who joined there? Sorry, guys. I did wonder why I was killing that stuff too quickly. I'm doing this without boosts, guys. Sorry. Oh, I've run out of those. That's not ideal. Like I say, I can't legitimately create a build and say this is what this build does if I get any carries, basically. Now, that's not what just happened there isn't the end of the world. That's not going to change the outcome. But if I got carried to like glyph level 100, say, by a Paragon 300 build that can blast absolutely everything, yeah, like I say, I really want to do this solo just because of that reason. I do have my reasons for it. That's all. Yeah, sorry, Sigler. I didn't mean to join me. I meant to join Easy. I just kind of left you in the dungeon. When you're done, go and join Easy if he's got a spot left. He's doing the pit runs. I'm leveling up my glyphs solo because I can prove to people who jump in like this is me doing it solo. It's not because I'm in a party with someone else doing stuff. That's the reason. It's not that I don't want to play with people. It's quite rare I say no to playing with people. But it's the only way I can actually legitimately show and prove that this is actually what this build does or doesn't do. So yeah. They are fun, but going back to my Druid Dragonless, yeah. yeah. I think everyone's kind of hit... It always happens. People are bored of Spiritborn now. Because there's only really one optimal way to build them, although I didn't, you know, the Rodakep. There's a few other things you can do, of course. You know, the Toxic Skin build works out okay without the Rodakep, but yeah, it's most people want to play different stuff or they're moving on to something else now, right? More like 1,000,000 times stronger. Yeah, Spiritborn is, I mean, you know, Spiritborn's is a lot stronger, right? It took 3 seconds on Lightning Spear Sork. Yeah. Yeah, Spiritborn's a bit wild, isn't it? Has had enough of us people. No, it's not that, Ramsey. No, you know it's not that. I'm trying to do this solo to prove... I've already said it 1,000,000 times. That's why. You know the reason why. Pick the broken build. Yeah. A lot of people, though, they go Google the builds that are good. They don't care if it's broken or not. They just want to play what is the best build because they value their time. They've got, right, I've got 2 weeks and then I'm going to go play this game. So I just want to play the game, have fun with it, and then I'm done for the season. So they'll go play the meta build. And that normally ends up being whatever build's the most broken for one reason or another. It's generally how these games go. Hydra's so broken. Look at how slow they attack when you set them down. Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm actually amazed I did a pit 80, to be honest. I reckon I can get a pit 85 done on this bad boy. It'll be a bloody struggle bus, but I think we'll get it done. It might be tomorrow, not today. Look, oh yeah, no, look at this. See, this is what I mean. Imagine if Hydra had something like this. Look how quickly I kill stuff with the artillery shrine. Because everything pierces. It's like an AoE. This is one way you could do it. Just permanent piercing on the bolts. It's insane. Does so much damage. And then we go back to this. It's like, yay. Yay for non-AoE attacks. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't play Immortal Sork. I'm not personally keen on using completely exploited mechanics. I wanted to play Spiritborn this season. It was unavoidable to play broken mechanics entirely, unfortunately, but you know, I had fun with it. I didn't use the failsayers though, really. That wasn't for me. You know, anyone that did though, it's not an issue. Just wasn't for me. Bro, your GPU is nearly on 100% usage. You're cooking your graphics card. Relax, man. So, Coldest Swarm, welcome in, dude. First time chatter. How you doing? The reason my GPU is so high is actually because I'm not only playing the game, I'm streaming to YouTube and to Twitch as well. So you got to imagine it's rendering the game 3 times. The other 2 are rendering at a slightly lower resolution, but it's also encoding them. And I'm doing hardware acceleration on the streaming platform. So yeah, this is the reason I need to get a second computer at some point so I can dedicate this one to the stream and the other one to playing the game. Then it wouldn't ever get that high. But yeah, welcome in, dude. How you doing? Nice to meet you, and I hope you're having a fantastic weekend. Time for a second computer. My PC is very powerful as well, by the way, guys. It's just because I want to stream to you guys in a somewhat decent quality, and I'm streaming to loads of places, and we're playing the game. And I might not have all the settings properly optimal, so I should probably check over them at some point, but it's working okay. The stream, I've got the stream up, so I can see the stream's working okay. And my game's running okay, so for now this is fine. Make it as one of their abilities, Gorsh. Yeah, exactly. This is the worst boss you could get on Hydra, because he actually spawns ads, but it'll do. It'll be fine. This is the boss you want on every other build, basically. The boss you fish for, and on this build, it's the one you definitely don't want. But there you go. Okay, alright, 1 failure. Oh my gosh, you kidding me? I got 1 success out of 4 again. This game is trolling me. God damn. Same here for second comp, helps so much because it doesn't have to be high end to use for stream. That's true, Hyru, yeah. I mean, this PC would be extremely high-end for stream, but I figure if I'm going to get another one, I'm going to... yeah, if I'm going to get another one, I'm going to get myself a 50 series. Screw it, why not? I work full-time still. work full-time by day, stream full-time by night. Work, okay? Any charm chaos on YouTube? Yeah. I kind of knew changing the option I did would probably crash the stream. It did, so I had to reboot everything. Appreciate you being in YouTube though, dude. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Your lightning spear sork. I was able to get my glyphs to 90 at least solo. Okay. Well, if I can do a pit 85 solo, you probably could get your glyphs to 90. Very close, anyway. Yeah, somewhere around there, right? Chieftain, all that boss are amazing for pushing. Yeah, by mill, yeah. Yeah, pretty much. If you're pretty much every other build, yeah. Seeing the change as your glyph level rises. That's true, Signa, yeah. When do you sleep, Polis? Not a lot. Not often. Genuinely. It's the 90s or 100 that is grueling. Yeah, I agree. 3 fails, 1 success. Yeah, that's happened to me about 5 times tonight, Insignia. It's been savage. Immortalized doesn't know what that is. Yeah, I don't get a lot of that. We don't. Who sleeps? Yeah. I'm just an AI. What can I say? He tells us he works in the morning. Rumor is he's a vampire. I am definitely a night owl. That's for sure. Yeah. Last 3 days I've slept more and I've been awake and I'm so tired. Don't know what's going on. They do say that if you sleep too much, you can end up being more tired. They do say that. Yeah. Okay, down here. I don't work at all. I'm early retired. Oh, are you? Nice. GG's, man. GG's for being early retired. That's the dream right there. First week in the Xmas break, I'm all broken because I'm decompressing a year's worth of stress. You're in the Xmas break already? It's November. Hit 80 down with your pulverized druid. I suck at avoiding the boss's stacks, or I'm sure I'd be able to do 85-90. My goal is pit 100. That is the current best record for pulverized druid. Nice. I believe in you, dude. You'll do it. The mechanics mostly aren't a problem. The fireball guy is the worst. If you get him, just probably, if you don't like it, just quit and start another one. I guess he sucks. But all the others, to be honest, as long as you've got a decent amount of movement speed or evades and stuff, you know, it's not too bad. It's not by choice. I'd still be working if I could. You loved your job. Okay, well, I'm sorry to hear it wasn't by choice. Yeah, loving a job. And to be honest, right, I like my job. I wouldn't necessarily go as far to say I like love it. I did once, and I still like it though. The company's great. You know, people are great and all that stuff. I love streaming more. I like streaming a lot more. Streaming's become a bit. That's why I do what I do. Streaming's become a bit of a passion, you know, like a bit of a life passion thing now. And I'm doing it almost like it may as well be a second job. But I enjoy it enough that it's worth it. So, you know, you only live once. You got to do what you enjoy and shoot your shots sometimes. Yeah, I wouldn't mind early retirement. I could just stream all the time. My bills will be paid and I'd have food on the table. That's really all that matters, doesn't it? My cats will be fed. They'll be happy. They wouldn't be too happy if I didn't feed them. That's it, really. You know, simple life. Necro's godly. I'm speed running pit 85 with 4 out of 12 gear. Yeah, Necro and Barbs, I think, are the two characters. Well, Necro's definitely. They were already doing quite well before the patch, so that's why they didn't get that much love in it, I suppose. Necros, yeah, Necros can actually do the pit 100 thing legit with at least 1 or 2 builds, maybe more. So they're not in a bad spot. I think Barbs are okay as well once people sort of figured them out. You've got a couple of builds that can do some stuff as well. I think rogues are probably in a tough spot, and a lot of Sork builds are. Some Sork builds are okay, but a lot are in a tough spot, I think. I got 2 out of 2 on that one. Game hates me. Rogue is better than Mage. Oh, there we go then. That's coming from Gorsh. We shut down from the 20th to the 10th. Ah, lovely. Yeah, we shut down for the Christmas period as well, Ramsino. I don't actually know what our last day will end up being, but it'll be around that time, and we'll go back. Well, we'll go back early in the 10th, I imagine. What's the strongest class this season that isn't Spiritborn? Probably Necro, I'd say. But I'm happy to be corrected if I'm wrong with that. It's not Barb. Necro for sure. OP and fun to play, yeah. Yeah, I figured it would be Necro. Necro seems in a pretty good spot overall compared... If you take Spiritborn out of the equation, Necro seemed okay. You know, a few builds could probably use some love, but Necros were doing okay. Yeah, Polish, yeah. Druid is sturdy. How high is a Druid gone sturdy? I think the Necro's gone into the 120 to 130 range. But I could be wrong. This year will be my 6th Xmas not working out the last 23 years. Holy moly, you've worked a lot of the Christmases, damn. What happened on me? Oh, I changed the setting and I kind of knew it probably would crash the stream, and it did. So I had to reboot, that's all. It's okay, we won't make that mistake again, because I've done it twice, it's crashed it twice, we won't make that mistake again in future. If I end up in the same situation again, I'll just have to live with bad colours until until the next stream, but yeah. The unofficial pit leaderboards on Helltides, yeah, Polish, yeah, I've seen that, yeah, but it's mainly just 150s. Well, to be fair, I haven't looked at the Necro ones. Oh, Ramsey, no, it's fine. I'm super blessed that there's even a few of you here, honestly. I wasn't that upset, because that one was genuinely my fault, you know. I only got so upset the other day, because it kept happening, and I couldn't really explain it, and I was just like, what on earth is going on? So, yeah. Farms don't stop the holidays. That is very true. They do not. Split Ends playing in the background. Cool Kiwi band from yesteryear. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I know this song. I wouldn't necessarily be able to give you all of their names and song names and stuff. Gotta say, man, you have a quality voice. I've had you coming through the headphones while Easy was running pits and I fell asleep. Well, I'm glad to be of service. ASMR. Giggity. Oh, stretch. All this pit running. I'm just here for the music while I run pits myself. Yeah, the music in this channel, I sort of vary it. So today currently we've got a playlist on for the top 100 greatest rock songs, and we're on number 97. It's actually 110. I don't know why. It says top 100, but it's actually 110 songs. So we're actually not too far away from the end of this playlist. And there are some bangers. Some absolute freaking rages coming up. So buckle in, kids. You're about to have your arseholes blown off. It's going to be good. But after that, I don't know what we'll put on. Yeah, some absolute bangers at the end there. Yeah, I play all sorts of different things. Yeah. Yeah, well, it's the the playlist is the 100 greatest rock songs, so you'd like to think there's some good songs in there. Otherwise, I'm not really sure it lives up to its name. But yeah, I should read us a Dr. Seuss book. I don't want to put you all to sleep. I want someone to talk to me in chat, otherwise I'll fall asleep. Can you imagine? Rocking out with my cock out. Well, hey. Gonna go full circle. Do the windmill. You spin me right round like a... Yeah. How long have you been streaming? I assume full-time. I'm not full-time envious, no. I work full-time and then I stream full-time at night. So I've been streaming on and off. Oh, I can't remember when I first ever booted up a stream. It was during when I was living with my parents still, and I think it was during COVID. I got bored, so I booted up. I used to stream on PlayStation, but like irregularly and random games, and then about. Do you know what? It's not quite 6 months ago. It was the 28th of April I got affiliated. So it would have been it was about 6 months ago I started streaming again by random chance. I got this new computer. I started playing Last Epoch. I couldn't find anyone to play with, so I went and found a streamer who I'm still friends with today. Very grateful for all the help he gave me, and I ended up playing with them. And I thought, oh, that's cool. So I started streaming on my computer. Gave it a go. Didn't have any audience or anything. And then we all befriended and we all chilled in each other's chats and channels. And then I found a very small audience on Last Epoch, some of whom are here today still. And then it got a bit more serious. And then it got a bit more serious. And then I stopped sleeping. And then it got really serious. And now I don't sleep at all. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. And now I'm here. Honestly, I didn't actually go into it intending to be streaming again, but that was about 6 months ago. So the short answer is I've been streaming on and off for a long time, and I've been doing it much more seriously for 6 months. But really, I've been streaming properly for 6 months. I had a little bit of experience before, but honestly, I basically have changed everything about how I stream in the last 6 months. I didn't really take it seriously before at all. It was just a fun thing I did on my PlayStation, and occasionally got a couple of people jump in and happy days, and that was that. Now it is almost like another job, but it's because I really enjoy it and I actually want to try and build it. And who knows, maybe one day I will be able to do it full time. Yeah, it's my life right now. I am struggling to keep my head above water in life because it's just crazy. But it's all with a goal in mind. At least I'm trying anyway. You miss every shot you don't take. So, I'm gonna give this thing a bit more of a go and see what I can do with it over the next. I've done a lot with it in the last 6 months, and there's a lot I've learned and a lot I've improved and a lot I can still improve. And if I can replicate the same again over the next 6 months, who knows? Maybe I can go full time. I don't really need to. It's not all about the money for me, but if I went full time, you obviously need to be able to pay your bills and buy food, right? I mean, that's obviously not very good if you can't do that. You're not going to last very long in life if you can't do this. So that's the only real requirement. The rest of it, I don't need to make a bucket load of money off of it or anything. I'd rather be happy doing something I love, honestly. I mean, I do really like my job as well. I want to reiterate that. I work for a really good company. They've been really good to me and all that. I've been there 12 years, nearly. I'm kind of hitting I hit a roadblock a year or two ago, and I've really hit it hard this year. A number of reasons. Hard to explain. Oh, thanks, Yo. Yo, it's lit. I appreciate that. I've met some awesome streamers. Content creators. I call people content creators. I've met some awesome content creators, small, big, and indifferent, honestly. Obviously, the guys that have gotten super big are obviously quite good at it. Obviously, for the most part, they wouldn't be big if they weren't. But I've met some other people who are also equally awesome, Yeah, it's been fun. I'll say, still learning. Constantly trying out new things. I've dressed up as a maid. I've dressed up as Pikachu. I've dressed up as Charmander. And I've dressed up as a brick wall. All for your entertainment. What on earth will I dress up as next? Who knows? It won't be a Borat costume, though. That is against TOS. That will get me banned, unfortunately. That is specifically mentioned to not do. So I'm guessing someone did it. It offended someone. And Twitch got in trouble. So they've just banned it now. So it can't happen again. That is what likely happens at some point. And yes, I am a game dev. Yeah, I've been a client engineer. I'm now a server engineer. So it's what we call full stack engineer. Done it for 15 years. Where are you located? Near London. I work for a company called Hutch Games. I've been with them since they were a startup. I could legit... So right now, the company that makes Last Epoch, they're looking for a lead developer. I could legitimately apply for it. I've got way more experience. I'm super overqualified compared to what they're looking for. I just don't think they'll be able to offer me the sort of package I'd be looking for if I was going to swap jobs right now. Because reality is I actually would rather do this full time. So, you know, there's good reasons why I would stick out where I am anyway. I've got a pretty good setup where I work. I work 4-day weeks rather than 5, and although my days in London are 4 hours, 2 hours travel there, 2 hours travel back, and then I've got the 8 hours of work. It's a long ass day. I only do that twice a week, so it's kind of manageable, you know. And they, you know, the pay's good enough to make it worthwhile, and that's always a bonus. And the people I work with are all nice people. I work with some of the best talent in UK games industry. Some of the people I work with will have worked on games you played when you were kids. Dungeon Keeper, Theme Park World, Theme Hospital. One of the guys I worked with, he's recently left. He did all of the animation art for Theme Hospital, so all the bloated heads, he did all those. A number of them worked at Criterion, a number of them worked at Sony and Microsoft as well, so various different titles across the areas from them, you know, and so on and so on. Lionhead, a lot of those, black and white. Yeah. I work with a lot of those people. How bad is rush hour commute there? It's not too bad. I don't go up in rush hour. I get a train at 9:12 in the morning. It's after rush hour. Rush hour on the trains into London from here is about 7:30. Absolutely insane at that time. I would rather get a spoon, scoop it around my bum hole, and then stab it into my eye than go up on a train at 7:30 to work. That is how much I hate it. 12:09, lovely. No one on the train, choose what seat I like, put my feet up, have a lovely snooze. Wonderful. You watch other people during train commute? Nope, I sleep. Kind of. I'm very, very, very good at closing my eyes and waking up at the right station. I've done when you've done it for 12 years, you get used to it. It's like a body clock thing. Snoozing is my secret skill, my secret power. Borat is off limits. It legitimately is. I'm not making it up. That's actually true. 2 hour commute, 2 hours there, 2 hours back. Yeah, because I have to walk from my home to the train station. The train's about 50 minutes to an hour, depending on which one you've got and delays. And then you've got to walk from the other end from the station to the office, which is about 15-20 minutes. So yeah, it's about 2 hours door from door. Theme Hospital was one of my favourites as kids. Yeah. There's a couple of people I work with that have worked on it, but yeah, that guy specifically did all of the animation art, like bloated head, exploding bloated heads and all them things. He did all that stuff. Yeah. Andy Bass himself. Absolute legend of a man. But no, the UK isn't very big, no. And Dungeon Keeper. Yeah, there's a number of people I work with still that works on Dungeon Keeper. Because a lot of the guys that worked at Bullfrog under Peter Molyneux went straight to Lionhead, because Peter Molyneux owed Lionhead as well. So yeah, Populous, that was another one. Yeah, I loved all them games when I was younger. Loved them. Big influence, so yeah. Very talented team I work with. Jumping off your hardcore, does anyone need help on normal? Does anyone need help on softcore at all? It sounds like Hyru's had enough of hardcore tonight. Where have you got to on your hardcore, Hyru? I'm more of a do hardcore in the last month of the season sort of thing, if PoE2 doesn't drain all my spare time. You know, that helps me keep interested in a season later into it. I use that as a way to, you know, once I'm done with everything in softcore, I'll go do the hardcore thing. 157. Nice, dude. GG's. Are you playing Spiritborn on there? That'll make it a little bit easier, I suppose, right? Or have you decided to go for a slightly more challenging approach and use one of the other classes? Yeah, of course, yeah. It does make sense. If I was going to do hardcore this season, I'd probably just do Spiritborn, just get it done, honestly. The main thing I'd actually want to do is not necessarily grind it to the end game in hardcore. I'd want to get all my renown done. I haven't done the new, the new area in hardcore yet. I've got all the first 5 Zones done. All the renown done. Everything there. But obviously I need to do Nahantu. So that would be my first goal. I wouldn't even care too much about ramping the difficulty up. I'd want to get all that stuff done. Just so it's done and I don't have to worry about it again. Need to hit 300 on hardcore. Fair enough. I will do hardcore in the last month of the season. That's pretty much it. Yeah, that's I do it just to keep myself entertained, honestly. Yeah, it helps keep me interested. And normally it's just so quiet in that last bit anyway, because like most people have moved on, or they're done, or they're doing hardcore themselves. But it's a it's a good time to start thinking about doing some extra, you know, outside the box things for me. You're already 300 on softcore. Nice. I probably could have hit 300 on softcore had I actually bothered to grind it. I've been doing a lot of community help stuff and builds and faffing, talking too much. Could have probably hit it if I'd really tried, but there we go. My current cycle is make new class. If the new class clears bit 100, move on to the next class. Yep, that sounds sensible to me. It's a pretty good goal to go for, and it's attainable for most things. It's definitely attainable for everything in Spiritborn, that's for sure. Two Spiritborn, one Druid, and one Sword. Okay, nice. Yeah, decent. Let's get that done. Damn, the glyph upgrade percentage dropped to 5%. What level pit you doing, and what level are you trying to level your glyph to? 5%, good luck. 33. Trying to get to 45. What pit level are you doing, sorry? Is that the pit level, or is that your glyph level? Yeah. Well, maybe Hyrule here can give you a hand if you want. He said he was doing some softcore stuff, or normal, as he put it. Depends if you want help, and if you do, depends if he's still feeling generous, I suppose. Hyrule can. You have to let him know if you're interested, White Knight. There you go. Nice. Well, it's up to you at the end of the day. I mean, some people like to play on their, you know, do it themselves, and some people don't mind. Depends what interests you. I say normally I play with people, but on this occasion I'm just trying to do this. I'm going to get this third glyph to 70, and then I'm going to try an 85 again and just see how it feels. And then depending on the time, we might call it for the night. Because if I stay up super ridiculous late tonight, it will write off my entire Sunday, and then I'll basically wake up with 2 hours from on stream again tomorrow night, and then that's it. So it's already 4:05 in the morning for me. And actually, I'm more awake now than I was earlier. I had the first couple of hours, I wasn't like tired, but I was definitely less energetic. I found a second wind at about midnight. For some bizarre reason, my body just went, well, hey, it's midnight, wake up, bitch. And then that was it. I'm up. It's, yeah. Just trying to make this an MMO. Well, yes, kind of. That's their specialty, isn't it? I mean, I say this in my video I did today for Path of Exile 2, and it probably won't get that many views, and I'm actually okay with that, but it's... Diablo 4 does some things very well. It does some things not so well, but it does some things very well, actually. You know, compared to the others. And, you know, credit where credit's due, but there are certain things that they absolutely could improve on, so... You know, I have no doubt that they're trying. Are they using the right? Are they taking the right approach or focusing, you know, in the best way? Maybe not, but anyway, the game has moved in the right direction since release, so it gives me hope that give it another year for the next expansion, and we might finally have, you know, everything in sort of in a slightly more balanced light and way more end-game features, and they'll probably drop another class or two, and you know, and so on and so on. Yeah, Hyru, White Knight's just pasted his battle tag in chat, so if you can add him, or if you want him to add you, just let him know. Where have I got to go here? Over there, okay. I just watched your PoE2 video during the Steam crash. I agree with your insights on it. Yeah, sorry about the stream crash. That was actually my fault this time round. I changed the display settings from Force SDR to HDR, and clearly the encoder for the visuals does not relate that to when OBS is live. So we won't be doing that again in future. That equals bad results. We don't like bad results. Look at this. They meant to have fixed this. Look how small this is. They meant to have fixed this to make sure you can't run out of things to kill in here. Look at this. Rubbish. Just tiny. What is this? I wasn't really into PoE 1, but I'm looking forward to trying 2 now, yeah. Well, I mean, nothing else, Gene. I have already got it. I'm going to be streaming it on release for that whole weekend, or as much of it as I can. If you're not completely sold by them, jump in. Come and check it out. I'll be trying to explain it as I go to people, as I go. And I really do my best to try and explain things as detailed as I can, but in a way that doesn't expect you to be a doctor or have an encyclopedic knowledge of the game to understand what's on earth's going on. It's a skill that I'm not the best at, but it's a skill I've had to pick up and getting a bit better at over the years, because I've worked as training, you know, I've worked at training juniors and stuff, so you know, and I work with a lot of departments that aren't technical people as per se. There'll be designers, or there'll be customer service. They don't understand code and all that, so you've got to get better at explaining what is broken without actually going into the technical details, you know. So it's something I try my best to do, so that any normal person can come in and understand what on earth you're talking about. And hopefully, if they've got the interest. Hyru, you're fine. Honestly, I'm not angry. I kind of knew it was probably going to crash it. I knew before I pressed it. That's why I was literally saying to myself, please don't crash, please don't crash. Out loud as well. So when it did, I was kind of like, oh yeah, it did. The thing is, though, I actually know that's 100% the graphics thing, because it didn't crash OBS. It crashed the stream, which means something internally on OBS had crashed, but the actual program didn't crash. So, yeah. Anyway, won't be doing that again in future. I should probably just try to not forget to change the Force SDR thing back. Create me a recording screen that means I don't need to change that, I guess. It's all good in the hoods. You know, these things happen at the end of the day. No point dwelling on them too much, is there? I actually don't right now. I've not really been paying much attention tonight game, to be honest. So I was going to go and have a look in a bit. Go and have a quick look, scan down, and see if there's anyone online. I can do a poll. Yeah, we can. If we can get 2 or 3 options together, I can absolutely do a poll. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to get this third glyph to 70, and then I'm just going to judge how close or how far away I am from doing an 85. Has leveling my glyphs actually made any noticeable difference, yes or no? I mean, I've taken my glyphs from level 45 to 70 on 3 glyphs. You would have hoped all of that damage would make a difference, but it might not because of the way they scale the HP and the numbers. And if it doesn't, then I'm only going to get these glyphs to 75 across the board before I start hitting problems. Maybe 80, but it'll be a real grind because the numbers will go down too low for the chances. So unless you're really lucky, you're just going to have to keep grinding pits until eventually it gets to 80. Yeah. Part of my frustration with D4 is the progression and drop quality. You rarely find an upgrade for your gear once you have all with 1 GA or something. Yeah, they did say they're upping the ancestral drop rate next season. But it's the depth of things as well, though, right? It's better than it was, but it's still no perfect system, that's for sure. Hey, 4 for 4 in that one. Nice. Hey, Terrakid coming in with the follow. Dude, you legend. How's it going, man? Welcome in. How's your weekend going? How's D4 treating you? Let's, right. Well, if I'm lucky, I only have to do 3 or 4 more pits and we'll be at this 70, 70, 70. So we'll see how we go. But with my luck with these rolls on the glyphs tonight, it'll probably be about 10 runs. So we'll see. Let's keep on cracking. Yeah, okay. I'll have a look what everyone's doing as well. I'd like to keep it in the D4 community. That's a definite. It's very rare that I'll raid outside of whatever it is I'm streaming. There would normally be a good reason for it if I do, you know. Yeah, okay. Is he live? Big ass Stingray, is he live? Hey, Diablo girl. How's it going? It's been a minute. How are you? Yeah, how are you doing? I hope you're well. I think Gorsh is around here somewhere. Yeah, Nightmare Dick. How's it going, dude? Good to see you both. It's really good to see you, Diablo girl. It's been a moment, yeah. Yeah, I'm good. It's going. Well, I hope you're having a good weekend at least. Oh yeah, Gorsh is here. Yeah, nice. Gosh, takes me back. That does. To our last epoch blasting all those months ago. Okay, that's a strong contender, big ass Stingray. Actually, I've actually been looking for an opportunity for that one. Which is difficult for me because I finish so late and they're in the same time zone as me. So, because I finish so late, a lot of people don't stay on later than me in my time zone, often. All the others are worthy as well, though. But I think if that person's online, I might just make an executive decision on this occasion. We'll check when we get it, because I've got to get to level 70 first. I might, if I'm doing a pit 85 and it's not looking good, I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'm not going to grind it out. I want to at least look like I've got a chance of finishing it, you know. Will Paragon levels carry over to next season? No, Night Medic. They're seasonal only. They will carry over to... sorry, actually, I stand corrected. They will carry to your Eternal. But your seasonal character, you will start a new seasonal character at level 1, no Paragons, and then you have to do them again. They will go to your Eternal character. Yep. Just like D3. Yeah. Sorry. So the answer is no if you meant seasonal. I've corrected myself because it depends what you meant, I guess. But I guess I instantly assumed you meant seasonal. Yeah. But pretty much what Diablo said, and Hyrule, yeah. Hey, Brown Lee. How's it going, dude? Where has Loaf been? Loaf's been... He's just been busy. I think he's preparing for... He's been doing some research for some upcoming content he's had access to. I don't know exactly what, but I know roughly what he's been doing. And I think he's also preparing for the PoE 2. I think he's very much looking forward to Path of Exile 2. I think he's needed something like that to come along for him. Yeah, I've not spoken to him too much. I reckon Gorsh has probably spoken to him more, but I've been checking in on him. Waiting for PoE 2, yeah. They get deleted if you don't? I don't think so. They go to your Eternal straight away, yeah. One thing Dancer Nice has taught me is to master snapshotting buffs. Yeah, I did hear that was snapshotting. What ones do you have to snapshot on that build? Because I haven't played Rogue yet. Still. He also is still a tester with me on... Yeah, Ellie. I don't want to say too much about that. I know roughly what he was doing. It's just, you know, he's not really meant to talk about any bit at all, is he? That's just how that goes, so... I don't want to drop him in it in case I'm not meant to say anything. I did request ages ago to get on that team. With my level of experience in the industry, I could probably help them quite a bit, to be honest. But I could just go and apply to their lead developer job. They'd probably offer it to me as well. Honestly, they're only looking for 5 years experience with 2 titles released on Unity. I've got like 8 years. I've got 7 or 8 titles on Unity, of which many of them have gone to millions and millions. But actually, the game I'm working on right now has probably had more players through it than their current game, honestly. And I mean, I've been in the industry 15 years, so I'd say I've covered the 5 years. And all of the skills and stuff they're looking for, and all of the nice-to-haves. Yeah. All their nice-to-haves, I cover everything, because I've done client and server. I don't think they could pay me enough, for starters, because London is London. It just pays London wages. So there's a starter. But also, I work a 4-day week. It doesn't matter what hours I work. It's the fact it's 4 days. And the other thing that puts me off is... most of their benefits are specific to US citizens. It's what, or US people. It's what it says in their thing, for US people, for US people. So I'm like, okay, they're getting private medical. Do I get that? Because that's something I've got in my current place, and you know, I quite like that perk, to be honest. Just you never know when you'd need it, to be honest. I mean, we have a free healthcare system here, so I wouldn't be completely screwed, but private's still a lot better, to be honest. So you know, there's a whole bunch of considerations there, isn't there? Sometimes the devil, better the devil you know than one you don't. If you weren't a dev nor a Diablo streamer, what profession did you want to pursue? I don't know, I might have to just like gear up, dress up and go and be a bunny, I suppose. Go and sell myself. I don't know what else I would have done. Get really, really good at dancing. And not the kind that people would like to see. Well, most people, I suppose. Yeah. No, I don't know, actually. I guess I haven't really thought about it. When I was younger, I always wanted to be in a band, but I think everyone wants to do that, right? I played guitar, I was in bands with my brother, you know, I loved music, and everyone wants to be famous and all that. I mean, I know of famous bands. Nothing But Thieves, they're my friends from home. I wouldn't want to do that now. It's not my... I enjoy listening to music and I enjoy seeing it. I'm not big on the whole performing it live thing and what that entails. Thunder Down Under, Hyrule. Yeah, I know, right? Come to America. He's like, heck yeah, that's what I wanted to hear. Come to America, I'll pay you. Red boy. Do it next character class. You've got to claim it on my points. I've got a specific option to claim for lots of points to make me to choose what my next character's class will be. Yes. I've added some expensive options because people kept saying they had too many points, so I've added expensive options. So you can stop. So you can either save up for those, or you can spend them on the small ones. It's up to you. Yeah, do it, Immortal. You would be awesome. What an awesome professional bunny. Oh dear. Let's go to Hugh Hefner's mansion. Yeah, the Playboy mansion. Hey, boys and girls, I'm here. Oh dear, what has life become? Free healthcare here too, but I'm having the worst time with it. I hope it's better in the UK than it is. Depends how serious it is what you've got, honestly. I don't know if the word better is the right word. If you have private, it helps a lot. For speed anyway, for getting things done and seen quickly, private will definitely be better than that. Obviously it will, you pay a lot of money for it. But yeah. Honestly, I haven't had that many occasions where I've had to use it so much. I've been very fortunate in that regard. There's been a couple of occasions I've had to. And that's what it's there for, when you need it, right? But, so I've not really had to experience some of the other things. But my mum had heart issues, and she had a heart surgery. It took a year to get her there. She was off work. She was one of the top nurses in the hospital, and she was off work for a year, and they didn't rush her through any quicker to get her seen to see if they could get her better to get her back to work. They didn't do that. It was crazy. Such a waste of money. They paid her full time for like a year. My mum was not in a good way for a year. I wish she'd been seen earlier. She would have been. They haven't fully fixed her, but they've made her a lot better. They worked out what the problem was, and you know now she's on a, as you do with slightly old. She's not old, but she's she's on a regime of pills and told to exercise and all the usual crap. I was in ER for 10 hours, sitting in a chair, no bed. I asked for food 3 times because I'm diabetic and left after 10 hours. Jesus. Yeah, that's definitely not good. You wouldn't normally get that in our hospitals if if you had a specific condition and you told them they would look after you. They should anyway. That's really bad. Yeah, they shouldn't be like that. I'm sorry to hear you had to deal with that. That's awful. That's not fun. Private seems like Cyberpunk's version of Platinum membership. Pretty much. Pretty much, Bone Mill. Yep. All of that fancy stuff. And you pay through the roof for it. But there you go. That is very true. Yeah, I mean, I had a scare with my leg a number of years ago. I had a lump in it. It turns out I had very bad shin splints, but no one could answer. No one could tell me what it was. I had every scan known to man that you could have on your leg: X-rays, ultrasounds, MRIs, etc. It was horrible. Eventually, they worked out what it was, but it took 9 months to get one of the scans, and it could have been something really quite serious, right? I'm not going to say what it could have been on stream because it's awful, but it could have been really, really bad, right? Like about as bad as it can get. It wasn't, but it could have been. It took me 9 months to get that scan. Could have been dead in that time. Who knows? But I didn't die, so it's all good. But yeah, so it's not all daisies and roses, but the thing is, it's all relative. There are people that come in that probably are in real serious need of being seen like instantly, and those are definitely the people that should be seen first. So, but yeah, Diablo Girls one, that doesn't sound great at all. So when you used your private, what was the rash from? Oh, you cheeky bear, you. Oh dear, we don't talk about that rash, Hyru. No, we don't. There's special creams for that kind of thing. It was mental health related too. The reason I went in, left the place thinking, well, thanks for making me feel significant. Yeah, that's the worst thing you can do to someone that might be in a bad mental way, mental state. However they got there is one thing, but the first thing anyone should be doing to anyone there is reassuring them, whatever it is that's going on. I'm no expert, but I know that for sure, for facts. I've done basic first aid training and medical care for work. I'm one of their. I'm not a medic, but I'm sort of like halfway there. So if someone gets shocked by electricity, I know how to deal with it. Leave them on the floor, don't touch them. Pretty much. Otherwise you get electric shocks as well. Until they stop moving anyway. Yeah. Right, where are we at? Are we there yet? I think we got one more. Are we there yet? We got one more. 60. Oh no. Wow, that screwed me on the glyphs again. 64. Come on, game. My good God. First aid officer. Pretty much, yeah. I actually am. I've done the training for. I've been qualified for the last 10 years or so. Yeah. You need to have, by law, in an office of our size, you need to have at least 2 people on each floor. But the other guy on my floor is currently in France, so it's just me. So when I'm not in office, they're breaking the law. But there you go. I mean, there'll be people in the floor below, so they'll be okay either way. But in our environment, you do not get many major incidents. You know, it's not like we're doing high-risk work. We're sitting at computers and typing stuff. So the sort of incidents you get are accident-related, not generally serious. I don't think I've ever had to deal with anything beyond maybe a slight, you know, maybe someone's cut themselves on a knife or something by accident. It's nothing, but not a bad cut, you know. Flying through these now, yeah, going a little bit quicker, but I don't think it's going to make me do an 85. We'll find out when I try it. Obviously, you'd expect it to be a bit faster because I've leveled up, got those bonuses from those glyphs, but yeah, we'll see. An 85 is significantly up from this, that's for sure. Mr. Green, 1088. How's it going, dude? Welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow. You're a legend. How's your weekend going, dude? How is D4 treating you? Do you need to have fire wardens? Ramzino. Funny you say that. Guess who's also a fire warden? No, not even joking. I did the training for both of these either the end of last year or the beginning of this year. I can't remember. You have to do it every 3 years. I am both a fire warden and a first aid trainer at work, yep. Trained by the British Red Cross. Crunch time anxiety attacks would be bad in a game company. We don't really do crunch time in my company much. Actually, you'd be surprised. Very little. I mean, I've done hours outside of work before, but that was never generally asked of me. It's not typical, but that you know, a lot of companies do crunch time, but they don't. They really try to make sure that doesn't happen at my company. Yeah. I'm both in the officer too. Well, there you go. We're first aid trainers and fire warden friends. Woohoo! First aid and fire warden friends. Yeah. Okay, so we guess he doesn't have a lick for. Mr. Green, lovely. Barb and Sork for me this season. I can't bring myself to join the Spiritborn Nation. Fair enough, dude. I mean, I played it because I was like, screw it, it's the new thing. I've paid for it. I might as well. And you might as well enjoy it with its current state because it won't be like that next season. But yeah, I've played most classes. I just haven't played Rogue. But I've played a lot of Sork, a lot of Necro, a bunch of Druid. Yeah, I've played a bunch of stuff. Over the year or so that's been out. You haven't had a positive experience in the years. It's definitely not great. It's just a shame that private is actually quite expensive, unfortunately. But it can be worth it. Anyway, that's why I bring up if I was to apply to 11th Hour, who makes Last Epoch, that was specifically mentioned as coming, but for US people only. At least that's what it read anyway. So that's pretty big. That's a pretty big deal. I could legitimately apply to them though. No joke. I looked at their requirements the other day. I wouldn't apply for the baby developer job. I'm overqualified for their lead job, let alone one that's two steps down from that. That'd be demotion from what I'm doing now. Can't wait for PoE 2 early access, Poopy. I know, right? How good does it look? OMG. Monk class, yeah, that's one of my... Either that or Sorceress is going to be my starter. I'm not quite sure yet. We'll find out when I get there. I'll decide probably in the couple of days running up to it. But yeah, it looks so good, doesn't it, dude? Honestly, we're going to be blasting that the whole first weekend. Sorry, going to be blasting it with as little sleep as possible. All of the energy drink. It's going to be fantastic. I'll probably book the Monday off. I've got just enough holiday to do that, because I probably will need to get some sleep on that day. Rogue is awesome. Rain of Arrows is so strong this season. I did hear that's good, and I'm glad to hear that Rogue's got something slightly different, a different flavour that's a bit better this season. That's good like that, you know. That's what we need. We need some new flavours, not stuff we've done before. Hydra, give us a Hydra build that's sick as hell. AoE, give us some splash damage or something. You know, I don't anything like this, and it will just be super fun. It's already fun now. It would just actually be really good if you did that. Being a dual citizen, I'm strongly considering moving over this. Where are you a dual citizen of, Diablo? I know one of them. I won't say it out live on stream. I know one of them. Where's the other one? Or whisper it to me if you don't want to say it on stream. Okay. Fair enough. Rain of Arrows is all over the leaderboards. Yeah. I've been hearing that's been doing pretty well. You're going to go Templar or Warrior. Can't wait for PoE 2 combat. Looks so fluent. It does look it looks like a massive step up, doesn't it? The animation tech looks a lot better. That was one of the things it definitely lacks compared to, say, Diablo. Like the animations of the moves and stuff in Diablo 4 are pretty good for the most part. The artwork in Diablo 4 for the most part is actually really, really good. Look at that. Failed 2 again. God damn it. I'd have finished this flipping level 70 already if I didn't get trolled. It's all 70% as well. Well, this is what I say. I did a YouTube video, Poopy. I don't know if you saw. It's like 45 minutes long. So if you want to watch it and leave it on and watch it all the way to the end, that really helps me. You don't have to. But yeah, I say in that video about competition being good. And if PoE 2 ends up coming out and being as good as it looks, and then drawing a load of audience away from D4, so D4's like, oh crap, we've lost our audience, or a big portion of it. All it's going to do is it's going to make the D4 developers go, okay, we clearly need to do something here, guys. What can we do? And they might up the game. And then it will go back to D4, and then PoE 2 will be like, oh dear, we better do something. And it just creates this environment of competition which drives them all to be better. You know, and that's good. That's good. Competition can be good if it's done like that. And if Last Epoch comes back to the equation with their changes after, you know, in the new year, then and a third one comes into the equation, that's going to be even better. You know, we'll have 3 games pushing each other to be better in the genre. And I mean, that can only be good, right? It's great. That can only be good for the gamers. The people that love those kinds of games. Us, basically. What do I need to do to upgrade my runes to legendary? Get it to level 45. And then once you're at level 45, you need to have an upgrade on your glyph still. So an upgrade chance. And you need, I think it's about 150,000 of a specific gem type to level it up. It will tell you when you go to do it. And then that chance will take you to 46. You'll see it. What graphic settings do you have it on, Jesus? I'm actually running on medium right now because I'm streaming to Twitch and YouTube as well, and I'm running on a 4K monitor, and I'm running a double HD. I'm running another workplace sort of productivity monitor, which is the equivalent to 2 full HDs to the left, so it's 2K. I'm running that all off of one graphics card, so it becomes a bit, you know, it handles this fine, but it becomes a bit of a load thing. If I run it on Ultra, which this PC will do off stream, absolutely no problem, it can cause the stream to lag sometimes because I'm doing hardware encoding on the graphics card as well. So I'm actually I'm waiting for the 50 series to drop so I can get myself another mega computer, and then I'm just going to use this one, even though it's a bit overkill, as my streaming computer. Get it all set up, and I'll use my new computer as the main one so I can game at the best settings and stream. I've turned my stream settings down a bit so it's not quite as high quality because I've balanced the load. I've downed my gaming settings a bit, I've downed the stream settings a bit, and it balances okay. So there might be some other settings I need to adapt, so I'm slowly but surely figuring these things out. But yeah, once I get... Lord Khan is just like, too much information! It's too early in the morning! But yeah, once I get up a mega computer, I will be able to blast. I'll be able to have the settings of the stream super high. It will look silky smooth. They all look amazing. Yeah, Jesus, yeah. I think I've got the stream running at 4,000 kbs, and I'm streaming to 2 platforms with the quality set to fastest at the moment. I wanted it high. I wanted it at 6,000 at least, and I wanted it at a higher general encoding rate. But yeah, like I say, I've had to balance the load. It's the extra monitor as well. This monitor is beast, but you are running 2 full HD monitor pixels there on top of a 4K monitor here. Even with DLSS, it's a lot of processing, and then you're doing all the encoding as well. You know, it's a lot. I think I'm using H264. I'll double check afterwards. I'm using the NVEC one. I'm using the NVIDIA one. Yeah. Hey, old one leg, how's it going? Thanks for the follow, dude. You're a legend. I appreciate you being here. I think you spoke in the chat earlier, but I hope you're well. I hope you're having a great weekend, my friend. Yeah, good night, Lord Carnage. Thanks so much. I'll be on again tomorrow, as usual, so I'll see you then. Overlays are on point. Yeah, so I found these on Etsy, actually. You can find some pretty good stuff on there, and you don't have to pay a fortune for them. Some of the stuff I've got now, I have paid a lot more money for, my emotes. I found a good artist, they were not cheap. And I was okay paying it because I wanted to upgrade them. But the overlays, honestly, these are, I mean, you wouldn't find the overlays I've got here as they currently are. I adapted them. I kind of may have been cheeky and upscaled them and made them bigger. And upscaled, you know, did some fancy stuff to make it so they look good. And then I designed the screen using the elements that came in the package. But I want to say it was about 30 Great British pounds, maybe like $40 for the whole pack, including the alerts and the panels and all that stuff. So that wasn't too bad. I mean, you can get some stuff on Etsy really cheap. Like you can get a pack of emotes for like £3, like $4 maybe. You can get bit badges and sub badges, just generic stuff. If you're lucky, you'll find something a bit fancier that suits your needs, but you can find them quite cheap if you just want to get up and going. You don't have to spend a fortune to get some non-default stuff, you know? And then if you find yourself wanting to upgrade them later on, then you can go and look on Fiverr or something and actually go find a professional who sells their services that does all this stuff. Well, the one thing I've got, I'm not an artist, but I would say I'm a creative. I've been in the games industry a long time, so you're creative. So, and the stuff we do to a high level. You know, there's a high expectation of quality. I work with some extremely good artists. I did ask an artist at work if he'd do some stuff for me, but he doesn't really want to go home and do it. And I was like, that's fair enough. I get that. I don't really want to do that either. So you kind of gain an eye for things, you know. So the emotes I've got, I actually sent back to him my logo. He sent me a different version. I sent back saying, this is great, but can you change the wings to this? He did it, and he's like, yeah, that looks a lot better. And I'm like, yeah, it does. It looks great. I can come up with the ideas, like my tattoo. I designed this. I just couldn't draw it, but I told the drawer what I wanted, and then got them to tweak it. So I can do that stuff. I can't draw for my life, so I'm not an artist, you know. Hey man, thanks for the entertainment. Can't even keep my eyes open, so I'm going to try and get some actual sleep. Dude, thank you so much for dropping in. Appreciate you. Get some sleep. I'm going to be going off shortly as well. Appreciate you. I'll be on again tomorrow. And yeah, keep blasting, dude. Give AV1 a try when you can. It's a bit less taxing and retains the bit rate. It's improved heaps since launch. Oh, see, I don't even know if I had an option for that. I'll have a look, Ramsino, yeah. Maybe give it a go at some point, yeah. Oh, my knees. But yeah, the main thing is, I mean, honestly, if I get another computer, you get a capture card, obviously solve any technical issues with your headphones, making sure you can hear your stream, making sure you can hear your alerts, making sure everything's picking up correctly. It does mean that if your gaming computer crashes, your stream won't crash, so that's good. And it also means that you can dedicate one computer's resources almost entirely to the game. And I mean, this PC I've got, it's got 96 gigs of RAM in it and stupid specs. You know, if that's dedicated to streaming, I'll be able to stream at 4K if I wanted to on this machine. It's crazy specs for streaming. Not that I can do that or would want to, but you could, in theory. Right, I need to make a chorus of war. Right, I've hit 70 on the glyphs, so now we're just going to try. I'm not going to do the full 85 pit if it's looking really, really wishful thinking. I just want to give it a go. Cat, can you please not claw my leg? All right, thank you. My cat is coming up and just clawing me. So we're going to give it a go and just see how much of an improvement we've got here. If it looks like we could actually do an 85, I might grind it out tonight. I'm getting a bit tired now. But let's have a go. Let's have a go. So we'll start. I mean, I don't want to use the 20% damage potion really, because it's not. Cat, please get down. Thank you. It's not really representative of what would be normal if people don't have these potions available. So we're just going to use our 3 essences. We're going to use the attack speed lucky hit potion as we've been doing. And yeah, 85. Here we go. Let's see. Let's see if we've made any noticeable difference here. Capitalism at its finest, Poopy. Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much at its finest, Poopy. I agree, yeah. Isn't that what caused the revamp of D3 in the first place? PoE more? Not entirely. Bone Mill. What caused the revamp for D3 was it got the same battering D4 got. Okay, oh look, single target, we can do it. We can do it if we can get the elites alone. It's a bit slow, but we can do it. Yeah, boys and girls, we might. I mean, I don't know if we'll get. Well, I don't know if we'll be able to complete this in time. This is where the problems come in. But we are doing some damage now. Well, hey, can we kill the resistance mob quicker than 5 minutes though? This is the problem here. Look, there's a resistance mob in there. There's 2 of them, and I can't get all my Hydra heads to focus on him. So you got to sit here and just hope that they do it. And there's no AoE on it. And they all spread out, and they're all hitting these mobs that don't take any damage, really, because they've got resistance on them. So you sit here and waste all this time. So, yeah, I think you need a good run. Really, this is a terrible start. You really want a run where you get loads of mobs with no resistance mobs. This is what happened to me on my 80. I got these all the way along on the first half. In the second half, I got no resistance mobs, and then it was easy peasy. I blasted through, compared to it anyway. But look how much time that's wasted. Probably like a minute. I mean, this is probably a dud now because of that specifically. But yeah, this is the problem. If I had an AoE splash and these were all doing AoE, like, you know, like sort of splash damage here, so everything was just getting applied with, the, you know, a certain amount of damage, then these would die at a decent speed, I think. Yeah, I'm tempted to just sack this one in and start another one, honestly. It's a bit of a crap start. But I bet I'm going to have to kill it first because they're going to interrupt me because with that stupid interrupt mechanic. I think I'm just going to start another one. It's a terrible start. I've lost 2 minutes. So look, if I can get them alone, happy days. But honestly, I think I'm just going to start another one. Terrible, terrible start. Oh, for fuck's sake. Excuse my language. I hate the fact that you cannot teleport back without being interrupted. It is highly annoying. Like, I'm teleporting back. Like, it doesn't... Just let me do it. Please. Oh, see, if you end up in a cycle where you can't kill the things, you basically have to wait... You just have to... Yeah, you die. And then you can't get out of the dungeon. You have to quit the game. There's no way to get out of the dungeon if you get stuck in that awful cycle. Yeah, we'll start again. Because we've actually caught up some decent time there. But yeah, the extra health with resistance mobs is just crappy, to be honest. We'll try another one. And you can't afford to skip too many, Hyrule. They've made it so the dungeons can be really short. So you could end up in a situation like I did in one of my dungeons earlier, where the second level, which is only 2, you end up in a situation where you have to go backwards, and then you waste a minute going backwards looking for mobs, you know. So yeah, we'll just try one more, and then, like I say, I'm not going to grind it out tonight if I don't get a good run. If you're lucky, you'll get a run where you don't get the resistance mobs. But yeah, like I say, this is just here. This is demonstrating the problem with this build. A serious lack of area clearance. There's too many mobs, so all these Hydra heads are just getting split, or they're getting intercepted one way or another. It's, you know, collision boxes on the enemies. So you can't focus your damage at all. If it had some sort of AoE splash or something like that, it wouldn't matter. You could leave them at their current AI and it would just do damage to everything in the area. And it would slowly burn down everything. And that's really what the build needs. So yeah, this is probably still going to struggle to do 85 right now. I think I'd need to do those other 2 glyphs and give it another go. I am doing noticeably more damage, although these mobs have got... These are like the middle elites, aren't they? They're not like the small elites. They're the super elites or something. And then you get the uber super unique elites or something, don't you? Hey, American Oniki, how's it going? Welcome in. Thank you for the follow, you legends. How's it going? How's it going? Even in the overworld, you get one of those, and it's just like, how does a trash mob have more health than Lilith and Mephisto? Pretty much. I know, right? I'll tell you what, I'm actually up... killing those, I am actually on par, just. Maybe if I get some good ones, maybe. Who knows? But yeah, you're right. The extra mobs and the resistance, it's just like, what on earth is going on? Yeah, yeah. How's it going, Mary? How's your weekend going? How's the game treating you? Thank you for the follow, though. I appreciate you. Yeah. It's okay. I mean, I think an 85 would be possible with a good run. I don't think it's out the bounds of possibility. I think it's just good. If I can get to the boss with a minute and a half left on the clock, I've got some... And I get a single target boss, I've got some confidence. This is a really bad setup, actually, because look, the cold wall stops all the projectiles. I can't kill this guy very quickly with that cold wall up. There we go. Come on, attack him. I can't get all the Hydras to attack him specifically. And now the cold wall's on him again, for goodness sake. Screw that. I'm going to leave him. Oh, he's going to follow me, though, isn't he? I'm going to get all those resistance mobs follow me. You watch. I hope they don't, but I bet they will. Yes, this is the problem. Look, I cannot focus fire at all. Nothing. And those resistance mobs will come up in a second, I reckon. I'm very surprised they're not here already, actually. They're literally just below me. I'm amazed they haven't aggroed onto me. Doing alright, aside from the cold and snow. Oh yeah, don't tell me about it. It's super cold in England right now. Compared to what it was, it's suddenly dropped. We got that cold wind weather come over here. Like it's gone in a lot of places in the world. Are they dead? Yes, they are. I'm literally just on par. So I'm not miles behind like I was last time. Last time I did one of these, I was miles behind. This one, I'm pretty much dead on par. So if I get those other 2 glyphs to 70, that might give me the extra bit of damage I need to be able to get that extra bit of time that I need to be able to complete this. But I think this is wishful thinking, getting to the end with a minute and a half left on the clock at the moment. It just takes too long to kill these. Got about 6 to 8 inches last night, so that's just worrying. Damn. Yeah, I haven't had any snow where I live just yet, but I know a number of people that have in England. Along certain parts of the coast, mainly. Yeah, yeah. Man, all these extra health mobs, god damn. I kind of wish there was a progress bar on the Hydra that shows you how long until your next Hydra despawns, so you know when you need to cast them again. Especially now they've made it so it's actually... You don't want to be casting them all the time because of the delay. So you actually lose DPS doing that. Yeah, I kind of wish they had that. That would make it super nice to be able to see when you do actually need to cast them again. Rather than wasting time. Oh gosh, what hurt me there? That was rude. Okay, right, crack on, crack on, crack on. Resistance mobs. Yay! Oh gosh. What the hell? Why am I suddenly taking so much damage? Rude. Iru did it. Damn. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, if you've got a character that can blast, you can do... I can do 110s in like 2 to 3 minutes or something. Just need to summon your inner Spiritborn. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, summon your inner Spiritborn. You know, lick your finger, stick it on your nose, and off you go. I was going to say something else, but I thought, no, that's probably inappropriate for stream. We'll keep it to something semi-PG. A bit weird, but PG nonetheless. Okay, I'm probably not going to grind this whole thing out because I think I'm going to be keeping it on par one way or another. I'll try and see where I'm at once I've killed all these. But I have a feeling I'm going to be on par, but we'll see, we'll see. Whoa. Oh, it's those lightning things on the floor. God damn. They hurt. Oh, is he dead? Yeah, he is, yeah. Yeah, I'm a bit behind now because he's taken so long. Not only is he a super unique elite, so he's got stupid amounts of HP. He had a resistance mob and extra health on him. Like, God damn. Like, the worst possible combination you could get. Definitely not ideal. That's for sure. They've all got extra health. Look, literally every pack I've come across so far has had extra health in some form or another, I think. Outrageous. Outrageous behaviour. How long did it take you to get your 150 done? The quickest I did was 72 seconds. It was an extremely good layout. I literally just right-clicked and won. I just went like Superman, flew through everything, killed it, and the boss... I was just one-shotting everything on my rake build with that potion bug. I only did 10 of them. I didn't do that many. I wasn't recording. I wasn't live. But the quickest I did was 72 seconds, yeah. There's the only one I did in 72 seconds. My average was about 2.5 to 3.5 minutes. I mean, my build doesn't normally do 150s. That potion bug gave me 1 million HP, though. So, you know, I was going to one-shot everything with that. It's insane. Just like every other build. With the potion bug, yeah. Oh, without potion. Oh, I've never done a 150 without potion. The build doesn't do that. I haven't used the Fellsayers. The Fellsayers, that isn't really my playstyle, I've got to be honest. It's an old tech that's been around. It's how the Sorks have been doing those high pits for seasons, and I'm not really into boss fishing. It's not really my thing. Yeah, I don't think we're going to do this. We're too far behind now. At one point I was keeping up with it, but I've just had really crappy packs the whole way. I'd probably be better off going on farming off my glyphs and trying to get some power spikes, more intelligence or something, and probably be able to... Okay, I'm going to give up. Yeah, we're going to stop here. This is a waste of time. That's fine. I'll come back to this tomorrow, probably. We'll get those other glyphs leveled up. We'll see if we can get some power elsewhere. And hopefully get the 85 done. I mean, it's not out the bounds. I'm not a million miles off guessing the damage needed. I only need a minute on the boss, maybe a minute and a half, but I don't need a long time on boss. I just need to get to the boss with enough time left that I could reasonably kill it. Your quill build, yeah, the quill will go to 150. My rake will do a 150 with the Fellsayers, the Fellsayers aspect on, where you fish for bosses and explode the damage off on them when they're staggered or vulnerable. But I don't. My build's not built for that. I don't really want to build that way. It's just even more bugs upon bugs, you know. I'd say it's not a new tech. Sorks have been using that with Shatter for ages. The one hit build, yeah. So the rake build would go to 150 with that, with my gear probably, if I had the equivalent gear that I would need to change out for that, say like gloves and such. And I do actually have a better pair of gloves for my rake build, actually. I haven't put them on yet. But yeah, okay. I think that probably calls it for the evening, actually, this evening. I'm getting a bit tired. My fingers are hurting from that. You can carry one player. Nice. Well, that means you must be pretty good. Is there anything anyone needs from me specifically, like runes or anything? No runs or anything, but is there anything like runes or anything anyone needs before I go off? Before I raid out? White Knight, you're always welcome, and thank you to everyone else in the channel that's helped anyone this evening in any form as well. You are all legends. You mean this morning? Well, yeah, it's 5 to 5 in the morning for me. Feet picks. Hi, Root. If you come back to my stream 3 times, I hear feet picks might be a possibility, and or join the Discord. You can't get feet picks sent to you on Twitch. It's not possible. Yeah. Yeah, join me in PoE. Oh, goodness me. What, 5 in the morning? Bloody hell, Gaming Hellfire. I'm getting slave-driven, everyone. Blimey. He's going to sell me. He's going to sell me on the black market. What on earth is this? 9 PM for you? Oh, okay. You're 8 hours behind. You're on the West Coast somewhere. TOS? Yeah. TOS. Yeah, exactly, right. He's selling me on. Take a peek at gear tomorrow. Oh, no, go on, White Knight. What's your name in game again? I'll have a quick look at your gear and then we'll raid out. No probs. Cali, yeah, West Coast, yeah. I've been to Cali a few times. I've done San Fran. I've done Los Angeles a couple of times. Toes of service. Yeah. You'll wait till tomorrow. Yeah, I'll come on tomorrow. I won't spend the whole day making YouTube video. Mictane. I've already got you added still, I think. Yeah, I just couldn't remember your name in game. Okay, let's have a quick look. So you're playing... Okay, yeah, okay. Trying to work out what your primaries to go for here is. So, okay. What build are you actually trying to go for here? Are you trying to play Ice Shards as your primary? Are you trying to play Hydra as your primary? What are you doing, Cat? Stop it. You can wait. Oh my goodness. Yeah, are you trying to play Ice Shards as your primary? Are you trying to play Hydra as your primary? Shards, okay. Okay. I imagine you probably won't want the Doombringer as your main weapon, because the problem is Doombringer brings lots of health, lots of damage, and a whole bunch of all stats. Wonderful. But it doesn't really bring much damage. You're losing a damage aspect here, and so on. That lucky hit damage there I don't think will outweigh one of the aspects you can get in place. I could be wrong, but that's my take there. If you were going to wear a one-handed weapon, an Azure Wrath would be better. And a Frostburns in the gloves, maybe. You would like a Ring of Starless Skies. Probably. You don't need the Ice Spike for this build, because you've got nowhere activating your Ice Spikes other than the lucky hits. This is more if you're doing Blizzard and stuff, really, I would say. Although, I mean, it's not completely out of bounds. You could try it, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's the way to go. Starless Skies would probably be better if you've got when you get one of those. Your Amulet Intelligence is good. You probably want to try and get Devouring Blaze on here if you could, and Conjuration Mastery. They're extremely expensive, but that's the way forward. You've got Shredding Blades on. That's not bad, but you need to make sure you've got a lot of additive vulnerable damage in your gear. Otherwise, this doesn't actually multiply your damage much. It says you do. It says you gain 36% multiplicative vulnerable damage. What that actually means, if you're looking at my screen right now, is it takes this value here and it multiplies that by whatever the percent is. So if you've only got 10 or 100 of this, it won't give you much at all. If you've got 1,000, it'll give you 350, you know, and so on and so on. It'll give you a whole bunch. So you'll need to take that into account. Mictane. Let's have a look at quick. Your Tower of Shards is best in slot for most builds. Yours is actually not a bad one for a non-GA, so that seems fine. Helm. I mean, for a legendary, this isn't bad. Could absolutely go for something else. I don't really know what the best would be for Ice Shards. Last time I did Ice Shards, I put an Andariel's Visage in here because of the attack speed. You wouldn't necessarily need that, though. I think an Air of Perdition is likely to be the best, the helm I'm using, and the reason for that being, if you get a triple roll with a GA and crit chance, you can basically solve crit chance here. 54%, get a whole bunch of lucky hit, a whole bunch of movement speed, gives you +3 to core skills. Wonderful. You get your Starless Skies, you get triple GA on attack. You get a GA on attack speed with triple roll. You get nearly 50% attack speed. So this helps you solve attack speed, gets you a whole bunch of crit chance, a whole bunch of lucky hit chance, and a whole bunch of core skills. Lovely. And a load of really high amounts of resistance for a ring. So those two would be really good. You could wear a Tire Rouse for your chest piece, a legendary with aspects on, or a Shroud of False Death will probably just be better overall if you can make it work, because the passives are really, really strong. These are all things you'd have to farm for, obviously, you know, all the mythics and stuff. But the Raiments is probably better overall for damage, but I suppose you're using it for the grabbing together. If you're going to use one of these, I think you really want to have as many ranks in Glass Cannon as possible, and you accept you're going to be squishier. The Ice Heart Braze, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that's not the best in slot item. But I haven't looked at the recent Ice Shards builds, so I could be missing something. But that probably isn't your best in slot. You're probably better off taking a legendary pair of pants, putting something on like concentration. Oh, what's it called? It's concentration, or I've got it on, I think. Oh, I did have it on. I can't remember what it's called. A damage reduction mod, or you could put concussive strikes on, or something that gives you multiplicative damage. Those would all be good. Or Orange Herald. Oh no, you don't need Orange Herald here. Yeah, concussive strikes could be nice there as well. Ice Armor. Yeah, you really only take Storm Swell if you can keep Ice Armor up like permanently. That's really nice if you can. Essus helps you solve crits, that's nice. Yeah, that plus a Starless would get you to 100%, so that'd be easy peasy crit chance. Yeah, I mean, your build's not terrible, but there's room for improvement. But I think you knew that already. Some of that I can help you with in another stream. Some of it I can't help you with, unfortunately. You know, the mythics can't be helped. I can help you farm for them, but I can't give them to you, you know. They're not stuff you can trade. Tie Rails is for defense only. It doesn't help you with damage. The Shroud, I'm using a Shroud here because this gives you defense and all stats and damage. Because it gives you +1 to all passives. So that means every passive in your skill tree gets +1. So all these extra cooldown, extra damage, extra damage, extra damage, extra damage, extra damage, extra damage, you know, and so on and so on. And then you get a bunch of defense here, bunch of lucky hit here, bunch of defense here, extra rank in glass cannon, more damage, so on and so on. Core skills, you'll get an extra rank here for cooldown, extra damage there, extra mana. So you get all sorts of stuff for free. If you can make it work, the Shroud probably is better overall. But the Tie Rails will be better as a stepping stone if you're struggling with defense. That will help you stay alive. So you can play with either. What's the best thing to run for grinding Paragon 240 plus? Probably pits, to be honest. Yeah. The highest pit you can do the quickest you can. So you want to do a pit every 2 to 4 minutes and just do those over and over with all your potions and opals on and everything. Yep. Want to be on the stream, man. I got some 3GA Frostburns you can have. I actually had a 4GA Frostburns with the minimum aspects I bought at the beginning of the season. I accidentally salvaged them the other day when I was tired. What a scrub. Never mind. Yeah, I'll take some of those. We can do this tomorrow. I need to go off. I'm getting tired. It's 5 a.m. Right, I'm going to check to see if this person's still online. Because if they are, I would actually quite like to raid them, but we'll see. Are they still online? I couldn't see them online before, but it's... Are you still online? Let's have a look. No idea how many viewers they'll have right now. Should probably just search, shouldn't I? Oh, it's not like that. It's got 3 in it, isn't it? I don't know if it's still online. It's going to take me a million years to try and find them through there over in that list. Yeah. I mean, I can't see him online, but... Yeah, I haven't fallen asleep, Night Medic. I was trying to search for someone. Trying to make me dance at 5 in the morning, you savage. Yeah, cheers. I don't know why I couldn't find him in the list. Okay, he's on, sweet. What's he playing? Diablo. Okay, great. Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't see him in the list. Okay, all right, yeah, this is good. We'll do this tonight for sure. He's kind of earned it. He's been in the stream loads, supporting and stuff. All right, cool guys. I'm going to switch over to chatting screen. Let's do this. And stretch. Yeah, I will do. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for being here today. Everyone's been the whole time. Anyone that's new to the channel, anyone that's lurking, really appreciate you all and your time. Thank you so much. I appreciate not the most interactive and like sort of community focused stream, but we had some good laughs. We had some good chat. You got to see me struggle bust it on the Hydra. We'll try and get an 85 done tomorrow. I think it's attainable once I've got those extra glyphs up. We've done an 80 though, so you know that's better than I was. That's actually better than I was expecting already. If there's anyone in my Twitch or my Twitch or my YouTube channels right now that hasn't hit the follow or subscribe button, please consider doing so. I'd really love to see you again. It really does help me out. I'm on 5 days a week, most weeks. So I'll be on tomorrow. And we do a whole range of community-based stuff to build-based stuff. And we'll be doing some Path of Exile 2 stuff as well at some point as well. And just ARPGs in general. So that's what we're all about here. If you want to come and join the Discord channel off stream and come join the fun there, then by all means come and join up. I have got the link here, so I'm going to link it in both channels. I know a number of you are already there, and there's no obligation, so you don't have to, but it's there so that you can get a hold of me off stream if you need help with items, you need help with the builds or anything. You can send a message in there, and if I don't get back to you immediately, I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And also, if you're looking for people to play with, you can do that as well. So feel free to come join that. We'll love to have you there if you want to come join. We're going to go and raid over to, on Twitch, we're going to go raid our friend Metalhead. He's a fellow British streamer, so I really would love to, I don't know why he's still up at 5 past 5, but he is. I really would like to go over and support him. He's another British streamer. He's been in the channel a lot, helping people a lot, both softcore and hardcore. He's got 2 viewers right now. He's quite new to the streaming world. So if we go over with even half of these numbers, it could really make a difference to his stream. You know, make his evening, make his Saturday night. So I hope some of you will come over and check him out. He may not be, hopefully he'll be responsive to the chat. He's probably not used to having people smashing his chat much, but he's doing high level stuff. So let's go over there, smash him with all the emotes, all the raid emotes, any emotes you love. Doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be mine, it can be any ones you like. Let's go smash him in the emotes. I'm going to go sit in his channel for a bit with you guys while I'll probably get something to eat and wind down. And let's go make someone's evening, you know, good old times on a Saturday. And yeah, guys, thank you again. I really do appreciate you all. Have a good rest of your evening, morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. I will be back on tomorrow, usual sort of time, and I'll update in the Discord exactly what time and what we're going to be up to and all that good stuff. And until then, guys, keep blasting, keep safe, much love, and I will see you tomorrow. Cheers, guys.